Blighty Boxing with Frank Warren and Queensbury here at the Peacock with young Denzel. How are you, Denz?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, very good. So you've had a week and a bit sulking.
Yep.
You're back in here today.
Yeah.
Are you all right in yourself?
Yeah, I'm alright, I'm good. I'm just trying to get back to work and go again as soon as I can, really. So, yeah.
Have you become, after the initial disappointment, and obviously we're talking about the British title fight against Felix Cash, have you become a little bit more philosophical about it? You know, sort of, these things happen, you're not going to go through your career, someone had to lose,
Listen,
it was a 50-50, blah, blah, blah.
it's nice, it's lovely, you know, to go through your career undefeated and stuff, but it is what it is. I'm not one of them guys that's been in boxing all my life. I wasn't expecting to, you know, go my whole career undefeated, but I was always that guy, if I'm going to lose, I want it to be in a good fight. The build-up was good, but initially it wasn't a good fight. It's not a fight that, you know, people will want to see over and over again. I think I made some mistakes. He was just a little bit too big, too strong for me on the night, and it showed, didn't it? So, you know.
One thing, he was fucking huge, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was big, but I still felt like I could beat him regardless of the size difference and all of that. I felt like I could outskill him, outmatch him, but I think he was, you know, he made that decision to overcommit to his shot, so when I'm pulling out, he could catch me, and that's what he done. You know, they obviously stubbed me a bit when I pull out. I do know when I pull out with my hands down, but you know, that usually works for me, but I think he decided to overcommit, and he did, and it worked for him, but there's nothing I could do about it, innit?
I was just saying to you, it struck me, I mean, an interview you did on Zoom, probably the following night from home after the fight.
Yeah.
And the way you're being spoken to is like if someone's giving you their condolences because you had a death in the family. It's sort of like, maybe a little bit of perspective we need here. No one has died. It's a sort of sporting sort of thing.
If I'm being honest with you, I took that loss bad just because, like, you know, like the way I lost, and I didn't even get to show what I could really do. Do you know
that would probably irk you most, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you didn't show the best of yourself.
Yeah, I didn't show nowhere near the best of myself. I didn't even show half of what I could do. It was just, I was in there too overreactive, bouncing a bit too much. I didn't get to settle, and in my mind I was thinking, all right, as the rounds go on, I will settle, but I didn't get the chance to settle and do what I know I could do. So that's what's probably most annoying about it. So I took the loss very bad. After the fight, my whole family and friends came over to the venue just to make sure I was okay, and it was like, at first I didn't want to see them. And then obviously Martin and Ray's like, nah, listen, you can't do that. So I got out and saw them more turn up, and it was like my brother said it, well, you'd have thought someone died here, you lost the fight, it is what it is, but I took it bad. So when they came, I didn't speak to no one. I was like, yeah, hi, you're right. And I was just standing there like, what do you guys want to do? Like, what do you want me to say? I can't. I don't know. It happened. There's no excuses. I'm just fuming at this point.
But you kind of need to put it in a sporting context, don't you?
No, of course, 100%. No, yeah, no, 100%. I get it, but it's your first loss. It's always going to be hard. Listen, like I said, I don't plan on losing again. And if for some reason I do, I'm trying to put my all on the line. That's me. But like you said, I lost in the 50-50 fight. Someone was going to lose, and a lot of people don't take these fights.
If you take proper fights, but people want to see and people buy into and look forward to, like they did with that one of you's going to lose. You
100%.
get caught and you can lose.
100%, and that's the name of the game. You got to live with it, and it doesn't change my perspective. I still want to be in those type of fights because I've always said I want to be. When I finish my career, I want to go down as one of the best in Britain, and the only way I can do that is by being in these type of fights, not by swerving guys and going different routes and fighting all these people. Like, of course, at times you may have to go them routes because nothing's available, or you know, that's what's available and that's what's there. But I feel like I said it even before. I tweeted it before. Like going the British route is the hardest route of all of them. Like, you can go international, you can do what you want. That's fine. Going down the British route, like you know, it's like the amateurs. You're fighting a potential world champion. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's just what it is, isn't it?
Interesting to know. Obviously, if you had your time again, obviously we know you want to win and all that, is that and the other. What would you do differently in those first couple of rounds if you had your time again? The
thing is, I would have not been so reactive. I think that was my problem. I was too reactive. Everything he'd done, I was like reacting to it. Herky-jerky, yeah. And it's like, in my mind, I'm thinking, fucking hell, settle then. What's going on? I think the second round was all right. The third round, he just, like I said, he was overcommitting to the shots, and as he was doing that, he was landing, and it was like, all right, cool. But listen, he done his thing. He done everything right. He was patient. I thought he was gonna rush out and, you know, try and like barnstorm me, but where he was patient, it kind of threw me off. Like, all right, he was patient, but like precise. It was like he was coming forward, boom, boom, but he wasn't just throwing shots like I thought he would have done. So I was like, okay, he's studied me, and I was watching him, of course, which is why I expected that, but he switched his game. So he was smarter than me in that as well, because he switched his game. And can't do nothing but give him credit. Like, I gave him credit for taking the fight, I got to give him credit for beating me, you feel me? Like, there's no excuses on my side, I was perfect.
You've had a reputation coming up through the ranks, the Battersea Banger, all this, that and the other. Now, in the fight, the first fight against Mark, and this fight just gone, you kind of fought a different type of fight. You sort of like gone from sort of Nigel Benn mode to sort of trying to be sort of like a Harold Graham, sort of elusive,
I can see that.
back foot, and trying not to get hit. I don't know, are you aware of it? Are you happy with that?
Do you know what it is?
You let them come on to you, say Mark in the first fight, Felix Cash in this one, without actually getting their respect by actually showing them your kind of power.
That's a mistake I made in that fight as well, but for me it's like, okay, these are real opponents, you know, you got to respect their power and their ability a bit, you know, take time, figure them out and maybe stick it on them a little bit later. The first Mark fight, you know, I've said it, I was worried about the rounds, I was counting it down like an idiot, which made me fall asleep, so I didn't really get to pick it up in the later rounds. Second fight, I had more time to prepare, better preparation, and I still took my, and I was more fights, but I took my time and I was able to, you know, pull it on him a bit. I was still planning to go the later rounds and hurt him later, or like pick it up later, but where the eye went early, I was like, cool. And that's the same thing with Felix fight. I thought he's gonna start fast, just, you know, stay aware, ride it. As it goes on, you pick it up. So when he's slowing down, you pick it up if he does slow down. But my plan was later rounds, push him back, move forward. But they got me before that.
I think that sometimes surrenders the initiative a little bit.
Yeah, it did. That's what I'm saying. So I just guess, you know, try something else next time. You know, I didn't have the opportunity to do this 100 times in the amateurs and be like, oh, that didn't work, we'll do it again this time. I didn't. I'm moving quite fast. I'm learning every day in the gym, but of course fight night's always different. Anyone will tell you that. And I feel like I'm doing all right. I've had a bad loss, but the thing is like, I do believe I will bounce back from this, and I can still be what I set out to be in the sport. It's just about, you know, dedicating myself to it like I always do, and making sure I make the right moves.
What has been said in terms of, obviously, Martin and Ray, who are your sort of mentors and managers and trainers and whatever, and obviously Frank, what's the sort of initial early thinking in terms of bringing you
I came
back?
here the next day and said I want to get back up. That was me. I was down. I don't want to sit on this. Just like similar to when I drew with Mark, I didn't want to sit on that, get me back out straight away. But I know, obviously, you know, got a cut, got to stop, take your time, ease back into it and that. But I just want to get straight back out. That's me. I want to fight straight away, you know.
Do you want to jump back on the British bandwagon, or maybe have a little dabble down the international road?
If it was up to me, if it was up to me, I'd want that rematch. I'd want to get back in with Felix. I know I'm not, but I'm just saying that if it was up to me in the ideal world, if I could choose, I'd pick that fight again. That's the type of guy I am. I'm not shying away from that end. I want to go again. And if he stops me again, then clearly, obviously, he is who he says he is. But like I said, he's a good fighter. I think I said that before that. I knew it was a dangerous fight. I knew it could have gone either way. It went his way. Congrats to him. But if it was up to me, I'd go straight back into that. But like I said, Frank, Martin, Ray, all make decisions based on what they think is right. Of course, they will keep me in the loop, and I'll be like, yes, this is what I want, or I'm not really feeling that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what's going to be. Like, wherever we go, I'm ready to fight. If they get me a fight as soon as possible, I'm ready to fight. I just want to fight again.
From your point of view, if you want an exciting career, you want to earn some money, you know, you want to develop a following, those are the fights you're going to want. You know, you have to be in, and it doesn't matter whether you lose a few of them or you win all of them.
That's it. If you're taking real fights, you're going to take losses. Like, that's all it is. It's a real fight. You know,
and if you want to earn good money, again, you've got to be in fights people want to see.
100%. And I want to do all of the above. I want to look back at my career and be like, oh, that was an exciting fight. Or, yeah, this guy had some good fights. Do you know what I'm saying? Or this guy was good, he could box. Or it was an exciting fight without it being a war. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, no, this is just another, you know, bit to the story where it's like, oh, damn, he took that loss, but look how he came back from that. You know what I'm trying to say? That a loss like that doesn't define where you have to go in your career. I don't have to go on the road and be a journeyman or retire. Do you know what I'm saying? I can still come back and be what I set out to be in the beginning.
I mean, you can force that rematch by, if you make a lot of noise with your performances, you can compel people to start wanting to see that again.
100%. Later down the line.
That's the way it happens, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I've just got to do my job, and everyone else will be able to do their job as long as I'm doing mine. So, like you said, if I can bring out some good performances and Felix continues to win, who knows? And let's say, you know, God willing, we both get to world level, we can have a rematch at world level, which will be even more exciting because everyone knows what happened in the first fight. Let's see how, you know, good Denzel's got since then, or is Felix still better, and all these things. So, yeah.
I think we're going to have to give you a bit of spinach or something, get you on the spinach
Give me the
before then,
Popeye
get you sort of Popeye,
Yeah,
Popeye, get
literally.
your muscles popping out, get you, so the sizes are a little bit more similar. Anyway, Den, so Sulkover?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm in the gym, I'm here, I'm active, I'm back where I wanted to be. I know I had to take a week off, I had a hard camp, rest my body a bit, but I wanted to get back in the gym. I was coming in, I wasn't even training, I just wanted to be in the gym. Yeah.
Well done, Den. You'll be back
Yeah, thanks.
soon.
Thanks, Rich. Yep.
Cheers, man.